And closer to the end of this song, it's like progresses like musically in some kind of chord. Forget what I say, it's not. Hi everyone. So, January 8th, 2025, beginning of the year, Ethel Cain releases her album Perverts, which is consists of the next tracks. First, Perverts, then Punish. Punish was released before as a single. Housofpsychoticwomn, Vacillator, Onanist, Pulldrone, Etienne, Thatorchia, I know English for this, and Amber Waves. A lot of critics also claimed that this album is really hard to listen. For some reason, I don't know. And for some reason, a lot of fans also did not like the album. So the next user in the TikTok posted the next video with the next description. I've been an Ethel Cain fan since 2021, but I will not be convinced by free-thinking and egoistical fans that her newest album is virtually listenable to. A very interesting concept, but not something I see myself in going back to. I don't need to listen to a 15 minutes long track if it goes nowhere. Like, I miss the storytelling, lyricism, and vocals. But hey, art is art, and if this is what she wanted to share, props to her. So I discovered this album, of course, through her social media, and before, when I saw the track list and the numbers with the length of tracks, I was there knowing that this album will not be like her other albums, and it will not be an ordinary album. So it comes out, and I listen here at 12 a.m. and I listen to this album, and I'm scared. Obviously, there are some songs that are very vocal and very storytelling. So I listened to this album, and I liked some songs, but there are a lot of skips. Let me talk about this. So we're starting off with Perverts. So this song starts from an old Christian song that starts with words "Near my God to thee." Basically, it's an old version of the song plays, and then she like whispers, says like in the background, like this third voice. So after Perverts, next song is Spanish. It's very beautiful and it's very touching, and I relate to this song a lot. I am punished by love. This song is obviously a lot more melodic and it has more like storytelling in it, and I like it. And I added the song a while ago, and I've been listening to it for a while. This is the first song that I don't skip when I listen to this album, like again and again. Next song is House of Psychotic Worms, and it's like one word, you know. The length of this song is 13 minutes 35 seconds. Mother has a lot to say. And the song starts with like repeating words I love you, I love you, I love you. Imagine listening this after 12 a.m., laying in bed in my headphones with lights off. And this song has a lot of lyrics actually, yes. And this song tells a lot of story and a lot of I love yous also. She loves me. And even though there are some lyrics, they basically sound like this. I don't listen to it a lot, but you need to check the lyrics if you listen to it because it's basically unhearable. I cannot understand these words, what she's singing about, so I had to look on the lyrics. Thank you, Spotify. And back to the point of this user of TikTok about the storytelling and lyricism, I can say that even though it sounds like this, it's basically noises. Yes, let's not forget what inspired this album, okay? It's basically inspired by power plants. Power plants. Yes, power plants. At night. Slay. But lyricism and storytelling is at peak. Vocals, okay, we may like think about it like, okay, we don't hear the words, we don't hear it, but there's a lot of beautiful moments in this, even in these moments when you like hear the noise is going on, it's nothing else, but you hear the voice, and she even passes her story to you with her voice, even if it sounds like this. After Housofpsychoticwomn goes my first ad of this album, like the songs that I added while I was listening, because like first one is technically a punish, but from album exactly first song is Vacillator. I hope I pronounce it correct in the correct way. Wait. Vacillator. Vacillator. Okay, so this song is 7 minutes and 44 seconds long, and it sounds more like and the main theme of this song is if you love me, then keep it to yourself. And even though like this song is long and there are a lot of just instrumental, there's a long instrumental intro, and there are not a lot of lyrics, of course, but I love it so much. It sounds like exactly how it feels, how I imagine this. And and when I saw the music video, if you love me, 10 out of 10 match. Next song is another ad, and its name is Onanist. And it's 6 minutes and 24 seconds long, and it's long, and there are not a lot of lyrics again, but it's also very beautiful to listen, and it also has a lot of intro and a lot of outro actually. But before this part, it starts at after 4 minutes of the song. It's very beautiful song, like. And these lyrics are really, again, it's really poetic, and it's really good, and it's good storytelling and lyricism. And it reads, there I found me in a long, long wood, astray midway of mortal life, witness to such agony, but there, before the grace of God, go I want to know love, I want to know what it feels like, and then it fades into the lyrics, it feels good, it feels good, it feels good. And honestly, first time I listened to it, I felt it on a physical way for some reason, I don't know why. And I listened to like whole song. The next song after this is Pulldrone, and It is 15 minutes and 14 seconds long. It's a very long song. It's a very long song. And there are kind of a lot of lyrics also. But this song is very different from others. If in other songs we had some music or sounds going on, like it had some intro, it had some outro, it had some different variations of different melody, this song is very different because that's how it sounds, how it starts. She talks. It begins with Ethel talking, basically, like, and then closer to the end of the lyrics, like in this very end, it fades into like it builds up into some melody, into some music.
Therein lies sacred geometry of onanism, of Ouroboros.
Okay, like I cannot exactly call it like music, but it's sound. And then it have a very long outro that like without words. The rest 10 minutes of the song is basically the sound. Anyway, it's obviously for me, unfortunately, it's a skip. But when I listen, I will come back to this later. I will not say this thought. And after Pulldrone, we have Etienne. I again don't know how to pronounce this word correctly. Let's check.
Etienne.
Etienne. Okay, Etienne. And if in previous song we had a little of words and almost no melody and like sound that goes to the end of the song, in this song we actually kind of vice versa. We have a melody that fades into lyrics, and while melody lasts, there are no words, no lyrics, and it's not a lot of lyrics as well. And it starts very beautiful, it's very melodic. And I really like how it sounds, to be honest. It's like, it's a vibe. When the lyrics are start, it's like background kind of TV sound, like someone is talking on the radio, on the TV. Etienne fades into Thatorchia. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce this either.
Thatorchia.
Thatorchia. Okay. Okay, Diva. It doesn't have any lyrics at all, and it's basically another creation of like music that sounds low-key like a noise. Here are some vocals. This song is like does not have any words, but it has vocals. Again, yes, it has vocals, and it falls into my favorite. It's my favorite song on this album, Amber Waves, and its length is 11 minutes 32 seconds. And also there are a lot of lyrics going on, and it feels good, and she sings it very gentle, very beautiful, and she tells a story.
I still kick rocks when the walking is good and pretend at the chain.
And this song is actually have a lot of lyricism. It has a lot of storytelling and a lot of vocals. So yes, it's basically one of the songs in this album that are like song, and it's very beautiful. I like it a lot. And this is the last song of this album. My personal ads is obviously Punish, but it's like when it was released as a single. Next is Vacillator, Onanist, Etienne, and Amber Waves. I had to skip Perverts, Housofpsychoticwomn, Pulldrone, and Thatorchia because not a lot of story and it's more like a noise. But I added the songs to listen to them, and like when I put shuffle on my Spotify, I would like to hear the songs. But if you listen to the album, all of these like skips that I make, they make sense and they completing the story. So what can I say in conclusion? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Yes. This album is very not typical, I would say. It's very not like everyone else. It's not just an album of songs, it's art, it's a story. It's a part of the story of Ethel Cain, obviously. Like, check the Ethel Cain lore, of course, her story. It's not just an album with the songs. That's why a lot of people do not like it, I think. Because it's just not an album with songs, it's a story that is told by both melodical parts, noise parts, songs, noise, some another kind of melodical noise. It's like when you put it together, like this noise, lyrics, songs, when it works together, it's like a complete picture, and it should be perceived like this. Obviously, I added the songs like what I mentioned because I really like them, how they are sounds. That's kind of music that I listen to, and I love the story that is told in the songs. This album is really good to listen, to think about it, to try to understand it. It's like when you're looking at a picture or at a painting, you're not like, why is it here? Why this artist put like, I don't know, a horse in this part of picture? And why the grass is not exactly green but like more yellowish? And why there are clouds in the sky? You know, you don't ask artist, the painter who painted it, why he did that, because it's his vision. And when we listen to Ethel Cain, we also should not ask her, why did you put like 15 minutes of basically noises in an album? Because when you listen to it, it has its own place and it makes sense on this place. Maybe yes, if you listen to this album on a shuffle, or if you put all Ethel Cain's songs together and like put it in shuffle, and these songs will, a lot of times these songs will not make sense. These songs when it's like more of a sound and not exactly lyrics and storytelling and vocals. But I think it's like a picture, it's a drawing. You should not like be oh, why is it here? Because it have its own place. And when I listened it to the album for the first time, it made sense. It made sense for real. And when we will check another opinion of a netizen, and I do not agree with this, absolutely, because we have Punish that is very emotional. Like personally, we have Vacillator. Vacillator is more of a love song that tells the story of a love, and even Housofpsychoticwomn that is like, unfortunately, it's a skip for me. Like when I listen to the album, like not when I watch at it as a whole picture. When I just want to listen something melodic, I want to listen something what I like, and when I listen like this, I obviously skip this part. But when I need to see the picture, see the paintings, see what Ethel Cain meant, like what she intended us to hear, I obviously don't skip it because it's a story. And Housofpsychoticwomn, it's a lot of okay, yes, you don't hear it, but there are lyrics and they're like, for example, I've tried so hard to explain in words I love you, what it meant to me, how it felt to me, but maybe it's not meant to be explained. I love you. Isn't it heartbreaking? Do you think you understand what it means to be loved? I love you. You don't, and you never will. I love you. It's like she's telling these words, and it also like in the background, it's like I love you, I love you. It ends with when you were young, you said you wished that someone loved you, and I do. It's like, okay, maybe it not sounds like everything else you hear. It not sounds like a lot of songs like in pop culture, in rock, like when people are clearly telling what they mean, but it's not losing its sense, like at all. Like another song like Onanist, it's also uh I'm like my skin is like cramps. I don't know. It's like these words. It's not a lot of words, yes, but I feel them, and it feels. And Pulldrone, of course, it's like even a harder song to listen to, but it's also story that is told to a listener. Like if you hear the humming, check the lyrics, and if you're listening to it and you check the lyrics, you actually can hear the words because, like for me personally, I'm not a native English speaker. I'm bad with English and I don't hear a lot, but you need to check lyrics of noise and humming because there is sense actually. And at the end, it's like yes, it's like basically a story, short story in this, and it's like it's literally like telling in the end, but it's like it makes sense. It feels obviously Thatorchia, obviously it's like oh, just melodic, and Amber Wave that closes this album is very lyrical, vocal, and so what can I say also in the second conclusion? I will recommend this album to listen because it's unusual thing. I had never probably heard such creation of a music like this album. Like it feels for me like a painting. It feels for me like a story that is told, and there are parts that kind of seems that why did you put this? It makes sense, and it makes sense, and you sometimes you have to dig deeper than just listen to it. Like you have to listen and read, maybe you have to listen and understand. Sometimes you have to Google because like I don't know a lot of things, but it's very experimental, and it's not meant to be a commercial success. I feel it does not meant to be like famous. It does not meant to be like pop stars, this vibe, but it is good. It is good, and I recommend to listen to this album if you want to um hear a story. So I don't know if even someone watches to this moment, but thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And you can go and check out Perverts by Ethel Cain and see, maybe you will like some of her songs. Also, you may consider like and subscribe because this video took me like 40 minutes to record, and a lot of research that has done during this 40 minutes and also a few hours before. Yes, goodbye, see you next time, bye.